Whoa, it's the Yewllusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Van life videos are hot. Everybody's watching van life videos. Everybody's making van life videos. Everyone's living in their van. So I thought I would show you my van and we could do a tour of my van and see what's going on in my van life. So let's walk over here and we will start with the tailgate in my van. I have a broom, because a broom is super important if you like to skate or just have a broom in your car. I have a 8-foot surf leash for when the surf never gets really big around here. So I'm just letting the sun cook this one so it will eventually be useless one day. I've got some straps in here that are rusty, so they probably don't work that well, but when I really need them, I will find out. And I'll be super disappointed. I have a caulking gun because I was gonna caulk something, and I have some tubes of caulking stuff that have been sitting out here for about a year that are probably useless. And then you come over here, I have an umbrella for the beach, super important. I have the umbrella pole. I have a bag of toys for Goodwill that have been sat here for about a month because it's a truck. Oh, I mean it's a van and you can do that. And here I have my wetsuit that doesn't get used much because I live in Southern California and it's just basically rotting. I have my screw for my beach umbrella. One of the handiest things you can ever get for the beach umbrella vibe. I have this rock because Owl insisted I take this rock with me once upon a time, and it's just sat back here. I have a couple of Owl's socks. I have 2 6-foot leashes that are just sitting back here. I have a big fin I found on the side of the road because nothing better than finding stuff on the side of the road. I have my skateboarding helmet because you got to have a skateboarding helmet. And I have Owl's old skateboarding helmet, which he doesn't use anymore. And then I have this giant, super long longboarding leash, and I don't even have a longboard. And then I have this hat back here. Oh, it's my skate hat. I should clean that up. And then if we do the final tour on the back of my car, I have this bar of wax that melted right here, and you know, it's right there. It's melting and it provides a nice stain. Now what's always important in the van life videos is tires. I have my Wrangler Duratec Goodyear Wrangler Duratec 265 70R 16s. You know, lots of tread. I'm ready to get after it. And then we come over here, and as you'll notice, I don't wash my van because, I don't know, I'm lazy. Oops, we gotta unlock this bad boy. I have one of these. I have a keychain with a fob and a screaming hand. So we come in here, and right off the bat, I have my side pocket is full of toys because I have a small child, and ding repair kit because you should have one of those with you at all times if you claim to be a surfer. And then I have Owl sunscreen and some mints to bribe them with. I have a child seat because I have a small child, and this is his little captain's chair right there. And in this box I have another wetsuit I don't use, but it doesn't have any arms, so it's one of those. I have an old Hello Kitty lunch bag. I have a Nalgene water bottle, a big one, because I get thirsty, but I don't use it much since it's in this tub back here, so maybe I should use that. And I have some of these Duffin Pro Model swim fins that I don't use. I should probably use that stuff, but you'll see I just put the stuff in here and I put this lid down here and I ultimately just forget about it for a while, for a long while. And then let's see, you have these little storage trays under here because storage is important when you have a vehicle. So I have this air pump here. This is a full compressor pump that hooks up to the batteries so I can inflate, deflate, bat my tires if I get into any deep sand. I don't think I've ever used it. I have 2 fix-a-flats there that are for the big tires because I have big tires, you see. So I have that in there and I just shove it in there and it does pretty well. So then we go over to here, front seat. I have a bag with some pepper spray. I have 2 spurs. I have a selfie stick. I have some emergency toothpaste. I have a back strap if I should have to lift anything for any weird reason, and I have some of that. You need to have some of that always because that comes in handy. And then you come in here, I have a skateboard because I actually do use this piece of equipment more than I would use my wetsuits. In case I go in the water, I have this G-Shock watch, but I got the wrong colors, so I can't really ever read it when I'm in the water. I have a pair of scissors right there. And then if you open my glove compartment, I have some burn cream for sunburn, some ibuprofen, and a couple maps. It's always good to have a couple maps. I have a couple blank immunization cards to, you know, just in case you need some of those. And then you come over here, I have some spare change for parking meters right there. And then you open it up here and I have you young people, we used to have these things called compact discs. I have some compact discs in there and a knife. Gotta have a knife. Oh, they got a knife. This is a good knife. I like this knife. Boom. Bought it from a dude in the parking lot for like $7. So I had a couple discs in there. I have some Miranda Lambert, some Tool, and some Jerry Garcia and a Jimi Hendrix CD. Then you come over here, I have the obligatory window mount for making YouTube videos because I do that. I have my wallet. I keep my wallet right. I dropped the ball and I hit the stop and I think my screen was a little foggy, so I don't know. Whatever. We're making a van life video, so this is where I keep my wallet. Right here I have this, which produces music, and then I have these knobs which produce air of different temperatures. This is a hazard button. I have one of those. I have somewhere to put my phone when I'm driving so I can be hands-free. And then we'll go over to the driver's side of the car because that's where I sit. I sit over on the driver's side, but we'll start in the back seat, right? So in the back seat, I have a bunch of useless stuff that just takes up space. So I have this mat I bought at Costco for, it's like super nice. As you can see, I've never used it. I have a lunchbox. This looks familiar. Made an appearance on a video. I do have a first aid kit because, you know, cuts and scrapes and stuff when you have a small child. And I have an agenda report from a Parks and Recreation meeting back there from August 20th because, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. I have a bottle of water. I should drink this because I'm probably dehydrated. And then coming into here into the pocket, I have my twin fins for my twin fin. I have an MSR water pump in case I need to get some water in an emergency from some unsketchy source. In here, I don't know what I have in here. What do I have in here? Oh, I have some more toothpaste, a couple toothbrushes, and a spoon, and that kind of stuff. I keep that all back here. And then I have a, down in here, my other little door pocket, I have a 16-foot tape measure, a wax comb, some bug spray. I have a toy kitty cat. And then I have a number of fin keys, because these strip. I always advise have as many as these as you can order them in bulk. I have no less than 3 at any given time, because I do like to be ready to possibly surf. I have some sort of GoPro mount that's rusted, I don't use. And then there's another tray under here. And then so I have a fair amount of just clothes sitting around the back, just, you know. And then I have a Pendleton wool blanket back here, because you should always have a blanket. And I have a towel, another towel. I have a flannel. I have the 100,000 subscribers thing that the Minigram made for me. And I have a Lego set, because I just, you know, I just like to have a Lego set in the back of the car. And then I have this pot. This pot's been sitting back here, and I'm just waiting to see, I think, how long it takes till it finally breaks and I can put it in the trash. So it's been in here about 2 months, and it seems to be doing just fine. But I bet if I put it there versus where I had it, it might break. I have a weird pair of Doc Martens that my mom wanted me to give to the Minigram, and I've never bothered to do that. I have this light. That's a light bar. I've never used that. My buddy gave it to me for pool skating. And then back here I have another little tray. And let's see, what do we have on this this little tray? This looks like a good one. Let's see, what do we got here? I have some gloves, because you never know when you're gonna need gloves. I have a couple of wraps, you know, I have a couple trash bags. I have some random chia bar there that I could eat in an emergency. I have some Neosporin. I didn't even know I had any Neosporin, and some Band-Aids back here. And I have a bunch of cans of sardines, because you never know, man. And then I have one of these, because you never know either. So that I have that stuff stored here. And you know, again, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm just gonna wedge this back under the seat and not think about it again for another 6 months. And I think that's about it. Oh wait, I do have, let's see, what else do I have under the seat here? I have this bank statement I haven't looked at. I have this roll of packing tape, super important. And I have a couple books. Oh, I have an old diaper changing thing. And I got a bunch of, looks like, debris down there. I have a hike in Santa Barbara backcountry book. And what's this book? I had a big book in here. I think this one's rad, actually. Oh, Southern California backcountry adventure 4x4 routes. That's good, because I have that in this car. I have the ability to transition from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. And we should go here. I have mirrors. These mirrors, and I have 4 doors. I have what's called a crew cab. Not a king cab, a crew cab. And then I come over here, I have this button, I have that button, and I have a way to adjust my mirrors. And I forgot about this. This is my 4-wheel drive options right there. I can just switch it like that. I just turn the knob. It's super, super rad. And then coming over here, I have another toothbrush, and I have some B12s right there. I have another watch. I have some spoons and forks. I have a bunch of Jiffy Lube car receipts. I have a couple backup keys, and that's about it. So this is my van, though it's a truck. I mean, I'll admit, dude, it might have been misleading for y'all. This is just a truck. It's not a van, but thank you for taking a tour of it with me. I do appreciate you coming along for the park. Anyway, it's the Yewllusion. If you like what's going on, support the channel and put some gas in the tank. All right.